Okay, so this is going to be a more fun YouTube video. I've got my handy dandy Switch here, and I was going to go through my 10 favorite games. I didn't make a list beforehand, so this should be interesting. Okay. So, my first favorite game is probably a little surprising. It's very Animal Crossing-esque. And if that didn't give it away, it is the one and only Stardew Valley. Right there. Love this game. Basically, it's Animal Crossing. Spent like 300 hours on this game, I think. It's Animal Crossing, but it's got like social simulation, kind of like the Persona games. That's what makes it so good. Okay. Second favorite, and this might be controversial because I've gone through 2 games without mentioning Legend of Zelda, is Xenoblade Chronicles 2. This game is straight up crack. This is one of the best JRPGs I think I've ever played, and I mean, what else is there to say about it? It's just perfect. The story, great. The expansion, great. The battle system, meh, it's alright. But it's got like this Pokemon-esque like type thing where you collect these warriors who are like linked to you. It's pretty cool. And you know, Xenoblade is honestly one of the best RPG games like there is. Xenoblade Chronicles X for the Wii U, I played that for probably like 300 hours also. I've done way too much time into these games. Okay, so my third, we're still not to Zelda actually, is Super Mario Odyssey. Super Mario Odyssey, I went with over Zelda for the simple reason I just think it's more fun. Like, honestly, I think it is without a doubt the best Mario game, and there's just like so much stuff in it, and honestly, that's pretty much all I have to say about that game. It's just more fun. That's all I can say. And Zelda is my favorite series, so it's kind of weird, honestly. Okay, let's see here. Where are you? Certain fighting game we all love. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Super Smash Brothers Ultimate is every prayer that every gamer has had coming true. Like, freaking Street Fighter characters in a game, freaking Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy VII in a game, freaking Persona 5 representation, Banjo freaking Kazooie is in this game. Castlevania is in this game. what the hell is going on here? And they're gonna make 5 more characters to this. This game, my god. My god. They have to add like Gino or Sora, Doom Guy, Crash, one of those. I'll be happy if they just do one of those. Fingers crossed on that one. Alright. Zelda Link's Awakening has a very special spot in my heart because I've always just thought this was the most underrated Zelda game. Always. So like my favorite Zelda games were mostly 3D. They were like Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, either order. I pretty much like them both the same amount. Then Wind Waker. I go back and forth on Twilight Princess. And then, for sure, Link's Awakening. So, them remaking this, oh, hell yes. Hell yes. And then, I'm not even going to hold this up again, the thing next to it, Breath of the Wild. Loved Breath of the Wild, played it for probably 200 hours. I really enjoyed it. And here's my but. I miss the dungeons. I do. The things they call dungeons are not dungeons. I miss having all these weird items. I miss the hook shot. I miss freaking weird boots and weird tunics and well, I guess there are kind of weird tunics in the game. You know what I mean. There's a bunch of stuff that... Is there a boomerang? Yeah, there's a boomerang. The thing is, there are just so many weird items in these Zelda games. Didn't have it in that. And it was very much like Skyrim. And that I love Skyrim, but I wish they would have added more of that like Zelda-ness to it. I don't even know what number I'm on, so this list will probably be like 8 or 13. Probably should have kept track. This is a very poorly planned out video. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. So, Dragon Quest XI. Another one of the best JRPGs I've played in recent memory. Better than the most recent few Final Fantasies. Better than the most recent few Dragon Quests. I thought it was better than Nier Automata. It's up there with Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And it's better than the other Xenoblade games. That's how good this game is. It's incredible. And it's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like an anime show. Like, you do all these like weird things that you're like, how the hell does this have to do with the story? But it like somehow works. That's great. Okay, no one's heard of this one. AI the Somnium Files. Okay, so there was this this series of games called the Zero Escape Trilogy, which did all kinds of awesome stuff. It was basically a visual novel, and some of the best games for the DS, Vita, and 3DS. And this is by the same guy who did those. And it's a story-based game, and it just hooks you in, doesn't let go. Like, because it's a visual novel, it's a lot of it is like reading and watching. And let me tell you something, this is better than like 80% of the TV shows you'll watch, 80% of the books you're going to read. I highly, highly recommend it. And then I would go with a. Hold on 1 second. This is choosing to be quite slow for some reason. Probably because I have too many games. I'm gonna give this as a tie. See all those Pokemon games? They're all great. Like seriously, they're all great. Both of them to different degrees got a lot of hate. I enjoyed the hell out of them. I think they're really good. They're both very different. Like Let's Go and Sword and Shield could not be more different. Sword and Shield are definitely more hardcore. Haven't finished them, but so far, I think the people bitching about the national decks are dumb. And Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu is great. It's nostalgia. It's a little simple, but I mean, go back and play Red and Blue and tell me like those games aren't fun. This is basically that, only modernized. Alright. Let's see what else we got here. I mean, there are literally every game I've bought has had like over an 80%, and then I have like 75 games for the Switch. I actually think I might have more because I downloaded a couple. But I can't find the last one. The last one is Steins Gate. So Steins Gate was a 2009 visual novel for the Xbox 360. They made a definitive edition for the Nintendo Switch, and they made an anime about this in 2011, so it like mashes up the visual novel and the anime, so it's like the definitive edition of it, and it is literally the greatest time travel story I have ever experienced, and I truly mean that. Like, okay, just the anime, which isn't even as good as the visual novel, is like top 3 anime. Like, if you like things like, I'm trying to think, if you like things like Death Note, if you like Code Geass, trying to think of another one. It's kind of like one of the smart animes. Promise Neverland. If you like stuff like that, you should definitely check this out. Even if you like stuff like Doctor Who, or I'm trying to think of another good time travel show. 12 Monkeys. You will love this game. It's great. Like, I can't sing the praises of this game enough. Like, if I hadn't played it on the PlayStation Vita years ago, it would be probably my favorite game. Like, it's that good. If you like stories like Danganronpa, it's similar, like, in the way it's played to stuff like that also. So those are my recommendations for Switch games. I mean, a couple more that are worth picking up are Doom, Elder Scrolls Skyrim, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Donkey Kong, Tropical Freeze. I actually enjoy the Labo VR thing. Luminous, great, great game. Uh, there's just so many games for this that are worth getting. The Witcher 3 is another one. Wolfenstein 2 is another one. But yeah, those are a couple of my recommendations.